Okay, it's been a minute, actually like a really long time since I've posted on this account, and I don't really know how I feel about starting that up again, but I came across something today that I just couldn't not feel so excited about, and it made me want to share that excitement. So this is what I found today. You might be wondering what the hell this thing is. It is a tiny projector from like the early 2000s. They no longer make this. It is completely dead stock. The company that used to make these no longer even makes projectors. It was kind of made at a time when like new hardware was kind of like exciting. Like we didn't really know what people liked. It was like iPod Nano times. So the company that made this had another device quite similar with like a camera and also a projection like hardware part to it. So like you could take pictures and then for some reason you'd maybe want to project them. So it's kind of like, you know, companies were kind of very experimental at this point, and we're just trying to see what kind of device stuck and what worked for people, and this one unfortunately was not one of the devices that people wanted to buy. But hey, I'm here 10 years, almost 15 years later, and I'm buying it, and I wish more companies made these. But anyways, enough of that. This thing has full HD, runs entirely on its battery, and fits in my pocket. So if you're an artist who works with projectors, you hated everything I just said. Projecting and like just working with projectors shouldn't be accessible. Well, it should, but like it shouldn't be this accessible. People know that it's just the most annoying medium to work with sometimes because it's like a cable management like hell. The setup for like the projection mapping has to be super precise. Like there are so many factors that go into projecting that makes it complicated. So having a device like this that I could literally just throw in my pocket, maybe I should demonstrate just to make the artists out there that are working with like a huge Epson a little angry. But you guys can't probably see it. This thing fits, it's like really dark, but it fits in my pocket. That's my pocket. I'm so excited. Anyways, so I'm gonna give you a little demo of how this thing works, and it'll be like on my ceiling maybe. I don't know where I should put it so you guys can see. I'll like maybe put it on my hand. For some reason, Terminator 1, I think, was on. Here, I'm gonna turn the volume off. Was on the device. This thing also runs with a micro SD, so yeah, so that's Terminator in on this device. I'm not quite sure if it was the previous owner or if it was just like one of those films that they just put onto devices back in the day. You know, like certain like cameras would sometimes come with like stock family photos and dog pictures, like kind of weird things. So yeah, it's kind of funny. So I might actually end up watching Terminator tonight since I don't really have much to do. You're probably also hearing the fan, so I probably should move it in frame so you can see. It's really gross. This thing is like really old and was like in a case that had a lot of dust in it. So yeah, just ignore that it's a little nasty. But you're probably hearing the fan, which is a little loud, but every projector has like, you know, has noise. And for my purposes, which are really just visual, not audio, this is completely fine with me. A con that definitely like I can work with. I'm gonna stop maybe putting on Terminator, and also the fan. Yeah, so this device is really cool. I'm super excited. Also, to give you an idea how old this thing is, this is its power like cable that it comes with, And I was like, what the fuck when I saw this? Let me try and show you. Oh, I'm getting all red. This thing, interchangeable country power inputs. I don't know if that's the right term, but so I just went from Europe to US. Let's say I want UK as well. They don't make stuff like this anymore. I mean, I'm sure companies realize that there's like literally no profit margin with having a device like this, but this is so useful for someone like me who travels a lot. And like, I just wish I had more devices that had like interchangeable parts, you know? You know, it kind of goes back to the whole planned obsolescence and conversation, but I genuinely think this is like the coolest thing I've found in like a really long time, and I cannot wait to experiment with it. So I'm going to be going around Paris, which is where I'm living right now, and graffitiing, doing some projection graffiti around the architecture, and hopefully like subway stations and like on the metro as well. Just kind of wherever I feel I want to project my visuals. And yeah, I don't really like know if I'm gonna make this a series or if I'm gonna like keep up with this. Maybe I should. I don't know. But all I know is I'm really excited, and I can't wait to mess around with it. If I don't watch Terminator 2 tonight, I'm just gonna go around the city and and play with this. So